yeah, I dropped it all.
Yes to your parents to look for someone on your behalf.
I knew I would never have a love marriage situation.
None. She was the first one.
I asked a question and he'd answer and he'd be like, and you? And you? Even if I'm in the mood to fight,
I only say communication is the key. Communication is the key. Please communicate.
they don't get you prepared for what's coming.
I pick your calls up.
If you all are crying, just grab some tissue.
And we spoke for 6 hours the first day.
Oh,
7.
Yeah, so all she's been doing the whole podcast is judging that.
Their relationship. I put evil eyes on this episode.
Comfort is my criteria.
I
Basically,
love that.
I
It's
love
very honest.
Said it.
Bro, we really thought he was working with Raw or FBI. Bro was so secretive. Which mission was he on? And that very second, I'm like, oh shit, meri shaadi ho gayi.
Hi guys, I'm Mishita
And I'm Kanishka.
and welcome to
Drop the filter. And today with us we have Meghna and Ricky. Hi guys.
I
How are we feeling?
Good.
good.
I love chatting. So,
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, and we love that y'all are here. And before we jump into how, what, and everything, have y'all ever dropped a filter during this marriage of yours? Arranged marriage.
Dropped a filter, I think way too many times. We've always said just cut the bullshit.
Yeah?
Yeah, cut the bullshit because of course it's arranged marriage. You need to really know the person.
Definitely.
Yeah. So in many ways, actually, we've said more than drop the filter, it's cut the bullshit. Like
Yeah.
you can't be that perfect.
Yeah, of
I
course.
love that.
I don't think
I
anyone.
think I'm gonna frame it. Cut the bullshit. I'm actually gonna frame it. It's so me, right?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, but moving forward with your arranged marriage, before that, I wanna know how you both are individually before you all met. What were you working? Where were you guys? Where were you brought up? And one random fact about both of
Like
you
a fun fact.
that we don't know.
The world doesn't.
Yeah, like the word actually. No.
Oh, okay, I'll let him go first.
Okay. So I'm Ricky. I'm born and brought up in Pune,
Okay.
and I studied in Bishops in Pune itself, Bishops Camp,
Wow.
and then I went to the US to do my undergraduate. I was at Penn State, and I did my electrical engineering there, and then I interned at Pico in Philadelphia, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
with me, and then I got a job in Silicon Valley. At that point, of course, it wasn't booming, but
Yeah,
in the
now it is.
semiconductor industry, that point, no one knew what's like. Yeah, it was a very niche industry, and I mean, yeah, since the industry started booming, the pay was very good.
Yeah.
And it was a very niche job. Pay was good. The lifestyle was good, of course. San Francisco Bay Area. But weirdly, I dropped it all. And of course, before moving to that, I then moved to Munich to work. I worked in Munich for a year.
Anira.
Yeah, for the same company. So I was working in Munich, and then yeah, I dropped it all and decided to start my own company, which is called So it's called the Nutra Company,
Mhm.
and what we are starting with is called functional coffees. So basically, better for you coffees. The coffees, they're supposed to give you a health benefit.
Oh my god, I need it.
Yeah.
Please.
So we have energy coffee, focus, slim, and also beauty coffee.
That is so cool.
But
So I never understood the concept of functional coffee
Yeah.
until I was talking to a friend of mine because I had heard about your brand because I've been following you all for a while. And yeah, so she explained to me what functional coffee actually means. But all of this sounds really exciting.
Yeah. I mean, see, functional coffee, it is present in India. I'm not going to be like, I started it, of course.
Yeah.
But it's mostly mushroom coffee, like mushroom extracts.
Yeah.
With shroom coffee, it's like you have that coffee for a period of time, let's say like 5-6 weeks, and you'll of course feel a change in your energy. Like you feel more energized in the day.
Okay.
Maybe you feel more relaxed based on which coffee you're having. But the coffee we've made with those ingredients, you are supposed to feel a benefit in like 2 to 3 days, like 3-4 days.
Oh,
oh yeah, is it like proven with the?
Yeah, the ingredients which we're using are proven ingredients. Of course, coffee, to claim a coffee as clinically proven, I'll need to do human studies. But
yeah.
the ingredients we are using are proven.
I really need one batch of it. I think for myself because I get sick a lot and I love coffee, but then you cannot have like the normal. No, it makes me unwell a lot, and I think it gives me headache after a point of time. So I'm gonna definitely
Yeah.
go for that
Also,
one.
coffee, I mean, of course, this is going to have caffeine, right?
Yeah.
But do you think this is going to have lesser effects on anxiety? Like, I'm talking on personal.
Yeah.
I have a lot of anxiety, and the coffee for me, like, when, and it's very unconscious. Like, sometimes it doesn't activate, sometimes it does. So, there are days when I'm having coffee. Like, very recently, tiramisu
Mhm.
coffee is going on, latte is going on. So, there's one new place near JP Nagar. So, I'm like, let's try it out. I've had that whole glass of coffee, and the whole day I couldn't talk. I have a jittery feeling the entire day, and it's really bad. Like, for me, it really activates in the most negative way possible.
Yes, I mean, of course, this is very different. The ingredients that are used are supposed to give you sustained feel.
Yeah.
So for you, probably I'd recommend Focus.
Okay.
And the Focus coffee, because one, it doesn't hype you up like that, like
Yeah.
maybe the energy coffee will, and it keeps you sustained throughout the day. No jitters, no crashes. Like,
Okay.
so at the end of the day, your body is ready to go to sleep. You won't be like, oh, I'm not getting that sleep.
Correct.
You will very easily, in fact.
Okay. Wow.
So because there's no jitters, it's just the whole day that particular like ingredients uses that for your body.
It's a
to
very
have the focus.
slow energy.
Yeah.
So
But
basically,
you'd want to do something. Like, let's say you take the Focus coffee, you'd want to sit down and do something with anybody.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. The
Really
beauty
nice.
coffee is, I think, I'm just gonna say, is my favorite. Like, it has so vanilla taste, and it's perfect, like a proper like cafe brew.
Yeah.
Like, and it has like collagen, it has biotin, it has anything and
Oh,
everything we're applying.
Mhm.
But like,
I
yeah,
know.
it,
That sounds
it's
that
like
exciting.
beauty
edible,
from
like
within.
beauty from within format. And also, all our coffees are we don't put any fillers, no sweeteners,
Nothing.
no sugar substitute as well. So I mean, it's up to the consumer. I mean,
If you want it.
yeah, you can have basically it's a black coffee. You can add milk, you can add sugar. It's up to
Whatever
you.
you want.
But we've kept it clean label. Like there's nothing. It's just our ingredients and coffee, nothing else.
It sounds damn exciting.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a tiramisu latte out of it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's up to you. Whatever you want to
At
do.
some
with it.
point, actually, I was just talking about. I'm a very. I don't like putting that much effort on every day. You know, cooking tiramisu latte takes really a lot out of you to, like, for one drink.
Yeah.
Who's gonna, and that too for yourself. At least I'm doing it for someone. I'll feel like, okay, at least I'll get nothing.
Make for me.
Okay. So then, yeah, but so and what are the future plans? Is it just a coffee brand or what's
No,
happening?
so funnily, we actually started the company as the Nutra Coffee
Okay.
because I just wanted to do coffee, and then I thought, why just stop at coffee? I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
there
Why
are
not?
there are so many formats, not even beverages. I'm not saying even beverages. Like now, you can see so many prebiotic, probiotic sodas coming out,
Correct.
like energy drinks, but
Yeah.
it's not even beverages. I just want to do like I just want to
Everything.
make everyday food items or like anything like a better format for you. Like I just don't want to stop at coffee. I want to get into many different things. So yeah, then we changed the name to the Nutra Company because we don't want
Gives
to
you a
stop.
wider.
Yeah, but we started with coffee because I really love coffee. So like that's the first thing I'll solve.
Love that.
Yeah,
It's literally when you put your heart into something
Yeah.
you love, it's just so much easier to flow it because you already know a lot about it.
correct.
And the fact that now you get to know deeper, like the ingredients. I'm sure, like, honestly, I didn't know that shrooms are used for coffees until right now. So, like, you get to know so much when you start putting in your heart and thinking into something you love.
And
I love
also,
that.
the company has been launched, or
So we're launching just on Diwali, maybe.
oh my
21st.
god! So guys,
wow.
I think before you are getting presents for people, you should definitely get this coffee.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna have Diwali hampers on, or like
my
let's say
God.
post Diwali, because
Yeah.
I forget to gift on the day. So now today, like for the launch day, we're gonna have post Diwali.
Love that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I think all of that's really exciting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now moving forward,
Yeah.
what made y'all make a decision about getting into the whole arranged marriage? Like, I feel like now everyone's like in that zone, right? Why? Why can't we just get it easy? Or, you know, I mean, what was in your mind when y'all said yes to your parents to look for someone on your behalf?
Is love marriage really easy?
I don't know.
No.
I mean,
I will never know.
I have
Yeah.
a lot of friends that will be like, bro, it's damn shitty, this whole love thing.
Ouch.
So sorry. But like, who's getting really, I mean, out of how many of your friends love marriages are going to work out? Think about it now.
I don't want to think about
Yeah,
it.
that gives me
It's
like
sad.
sadness.
It's sad.
The
Yeah.
generation is a bit sad. Oh, but in our case, or at least in my case, I was very sure I won't settle down in a love marriage situation for the kind of person I am.
Oh,
And
wow.
one, like, not really in the whole zone. I ran my own company for 4-5 years, never had the time, didn't really go out, didn't really care. So like
She's slowly talking like it's me or
so like in that situation, my only option was either like let them find a guy or settle down nowhere. Like in I mean, without anybody.
yeah.
And yeah, so I think that was my turning point. And plus, in that case, nobody understands you like your family does. Like they know like the brutal, honest side of you, no matter who you call your best friend, kind of
Yeah.
situation. So like, why not just like leave it up to them? Because then I don't have to deal with the this didn't work out, that didn't work out, bro. Already too much nonsense happening in my life. I can't deal with boy drama.
We're both in that zone. Like,
Yeah, I can't.
never want to deal with boy drama. That's the last drama we feel like
Yeah,
that
I've lost hope.
And-
At this point, I
Yeah.
don't have the energy, the time, the mental space to talk to someone, explain him,
yeah.
and then they'll be like,
And
no.
honestly speaking, I'm not against love marriage, or I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not a this or that situation for me. For me, it's like in my head, it's sometimes easier. Let's just say I have a boyfriend, okay, for the universe to get that.
Yeah.
But anyways, the point is, it's easier to trust in someone who you know
No.
than trust in someone you don't.
Don't.
So how did that become easier? Like, what was the whole idea of trusting in someone
So
new?
like you said, even I don't have anything against the love marriage situation. It's just I knew I would never have a love marriage situation.
Okay.
So to be very honest.
So what made you all trust in someone you don't know above the fact that in a love marriage you might just know the person slightly better?
So see now, like in arranged marriages, how it works right now at this point is like the girl and boy meet, and then if that is okay, then goes to the parents.
Oh,
Right, so it's leveled up apparently, yeah. But ours was very traditional.
okay.
My dad went to meet him, his family came to meet me, and it only happened because of his distance from the world, like
So
kind
his-
of situation.
So her dad came to Munich to meet me.
What?
This is
That's how
the-
sure he was about you. Or-
See, I had very set criterias. Like if I knew I'm settling down, and I was very sure about my criterias. Like I knew exactly what I wanted.
which is?
Which is, see, I wanted I'm a little beige, right? I wanted a little white boy. I want really cute babies. So we're going to talk about that. Of course, somebody smart, somebody who's doing his thing, right? It doesn't matter. It didn't matter to me if it was business, if it was work, you're working for someone. I really didn't care. I'm like, you need to just be passionate about what you're doing at that
I agree.
current point of time. And it, of course, really matters that they come from a good family.
Yeah.
So, like, no matter, there were like so many biodatas, if that's, the
It's
concept.
still a thing, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, there were so many, and like, we just used to vet first according to their family,
Yeah.
like, goodwill, or like, say in the whole community, and then come down to, okay, what the boy is doing, how much, what's happening kind of situation. And yeah, so like couple of my things were like he needs to be a little bit soft spoken. I'm so loud. If there are two loud heads in the room,
It's just
it's
gonna
not
be
gonna work out. Like I'm yelling, he's yelling. So now I yell, he talks. I yell, he talks, which is great, right?
the balance.
I figured after looking at all these marriages in the house that they're opposite of each other. That's how it works, and that's how they're making it work. I'm like, get me the opposite of me,
Yeah.
but like in a good way.
Yeah. But what about you? Like, did you have any criteria as say when you were looking?
See, weirdly, when everyone asks me this, when she asked me the same question, I was like, I don't have a criteria. For me, it's very, like, I mean, you can even say trivial at this point, but I'm a very comfort person. I want to feel comfortable with the person.
Of course.
If I don't feel comfortable, I'm like very weirdly, I've never, like, I was in the US, as I'm told. All my friends, they had like Tinder, Hinge, like multiple apps. I've never been on any of the apps. I never even actively tried to have a girlfriend because I'm still very old school in that thinking. I'm like, when I feel if I meet
Yeah, of
someone
course.
personally and I feel comfortable, and I'm that's it for me. Then of course, then I'll take
Comfort
it.
is your criteria.
Comfort is
basically.
my criteria.
I
Basically,
love that.
I
I think
love
it's very
You
honest.
said it. Like, that's really sweet. You got a gem.
so yeah, of course, when I met her, and that's how I knew it. Like in the first 5 minutes, I was like, okay, I feel comfortable talking, like, because usually I don't talk more than 10 minutes. So I was like,
Yeah, we spoke for 6 hours the first day.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, so
Oh.
he's like, I spoke 1 month.
I don't even speak more than 15.
So it was really funny. Like, so of course, my dad went to Germany all the way to meet him, and my dad was gleeing on the phone. So before this, my dad had met a couple of guys, and only like 2 out of them came up to like me. Like, so it was a vetting process,
Yeah.
right? So only 2 of them, and I immediately rejected them for whatsoever reason. And as soon as he met Ricky, I called him and I was like, oh, how did it go? And I could hear him glee on the phone. And that very second, I'm like, oh shit, meri shaadi ho gayi. Because every boy he went, he was like, okay.
Okay.
Like, he was not like, oh, excited about it. And I was like, either he spent too much money and went, or this boy se meri shaadi ho gayi. Matlab one of the two. And yeah, I mean, then like, it was just like, what was the question?
It is your favorite topic to talk about. But how many girls did you meet before?
None. She was the first one. So,
Where do you find happening, guys?
I'm gonna lose my mind.
so actually, July of 2023, correct? Like 2023, July, I went to Munich, and that's when, of course, my parents were behind me that time. That you will make a bad. And I told them clearly, I'm just moving to a new city, like new country. Firstly, I'm moving to a new country. I'll get set there. Of course, whatever happens, I need to set myself there before getting married. Like, so I'm like, you don't start till next year.
Okay.
So July I went. Of course, they made the biodata behind my back, and I'm like,
Of
it is
course.
like a very shit biodata. I don't even have pictures. I had like 4 pictures before I met her in total in 20.
And now you're
Imagine
making
he lived
content.
in the US for 6
That's
years.
crazy.
He lived in Germany for 1 year. It's so beautiful, Germany. How can you not have pictures?
That's pretty crazy to me as well.
So
His biodata pictures were so much.
480p.
If we zoom little bit, the whole picture was
I
blurred.
think that's so me, right? I don't have pictures.
Yeah.
I think my
And my biodata pictures were shot on a DSLR by a photographer, edited by a major photographer, and then put on my biodata.
Oh my lord.
And that's how I scored this one.
So yeah, so I went and they made the biodata behind my back. Of course, they wouldn't listen
Yeah.
to me. And around October, my mom sent me her biodata, and as mentally as I was not prepared to even open a biodata, like I was like next year.
Right.
I opened it and so on. I was like, I'll talk to her.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
She's
just
cute.
talk. She's cute.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll talk to her. And then the next thing I know, my parents were like, at that point, they didn't tell her dad was coming to Munich. They were like, her relatives are coming to
Meet.
Spain for some business
So we
trip. So they
directly
to
be like,
Munich.
oh, we're so interested that we'll go see a boy across the
not.
country. So we're like, oh, we're just coming to Spain, for some job kind of this thing. So like, we'll come and see the boy.
Oh, very,
Yeah.
very smart. I love
So the
it.
next thing was that, and I was like crazy. Like it moved quick.
Too
Like
quick.
from me telling, okay, I'll talk
Right.
to her when I'm in India, of course,
Yeah.
which was around December, which I planned. And yeah, next was her dad and her cousin were in Munich. Yeah, we met over there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But
Honestly, I'm in
this
shock.
was like the meeting between the dad and you. I want to know, like,
Dad, her cousin, and me.
Thanks for the clarification.
okay, but walk us through like the meeting, like the first meeting of you both together. What were your thoughts, like some non-negotiables you had in your mind while meeting or talking about the marriage which was coming? Because obviously you guys have seen the pictures,
Yeah.
and
I think also adding to that, I mean, you definitely had criteria for each other. Ki this is what she like comfort or whatever you said. But I think what do you all bring in a marriage? You all just don't get yourselves. Like,
yeah,
what would you want? Like, things you would want that person to get on the table.
yeah.
Yeah, so,
So-
of course nothing was like confirmed that, oh, we're gonna get married when the first time we saw each other. It was like, oh, we're just meeting. And so I had close to 60 questions prepared. Very
Wow, I
like,
need that.
yeah, very neatly I had like topic by topic and like to figure out the person, right, how I want. And mine was very clear. I started with, oh, what are you doing right now? And then I went on to, oh, how did you like India when you were here? So one, like a little bit about the work, little bit about the upbringing, and then a little bit about his friends. And then I went on to, oh, okay, what do you actually like to do?
Oh, you really went prepared.
Yeah, I went prepared. Bro had 0 questions. I had to go prepared.
Oh my god. He was like,
Boys,
yes, whatever. You keep talking, I'll just listen. I'll be like, yeah, whatever you say, I'm in for it.
No, he was talking. So I asked a question and he'd answer and he'd be like, and you? And you?
So even I had this
boy
question.
ever.
So even I had the question of using my.
And you.
Smart.
That's all.
Girls always do the work.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, which was very funny because like the first time I met his mom, he's like, "Oh, my son doesn't talk at all," and then I met his son. I met her son, and I'm like, "Wait, have I met the right person?" This bro spoke so much, like so
Like
much,
7 hours.
which was great because like he told me everything about himself. I told him everything, and I mean, the whole question, I think he'll answer.
No, I have one more question. So, in those 7 hours, did you decide you want to marry like each other? Was
How
that-
long was it?
How long did it took for both of you to like be like, oh my god, I'm
This is
going to
it.
marry it. I'm going to marry him or her.
I think 10-15 minutes. In I was aware. Like I was.
Both of you?
I think yeah, maximum 1 hour, and then I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get married to him."
Shit,
And
like-
in my head, I'm like, "Please say yes, just say yes." I do not want
You
to.
know,
like,
I'm
go-
understanding out of all of this, I feel like it's so much more difficult to say yes to someone who you're confused about for a while. Then imagine meeting a person randomly on a random day, and in the first few hours, you just know that this is the guy you're going to spend, or this is the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah, it actually like
Are you-
now a lot of times before the marriage, I was like, "Oh my god, how will I even say yes?" Because I saw one of my cousins, she went for 10 minutes and said yes.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I never understood it.
And I kept asking her, I'm like, "Tu theek hai na? Like, are you okay?"
But
And then when it was my time, and I'm like, shit,
You-
like you just know, and it's crazy how it's like the biggest decision of your life,
Yeah.
and it becomes so easy, and it's so like, it's crazy how it's that easy. Like you're like, wait, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I came back and all I told my dad, I'm like, I'm gonna marry this boy. That's it. And now
I'm
he's
blushing for both.
Yeah.
Why is this so cute?
That is very sweet.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm saying. A lot of my cousins as well got married like last year. It took them like 10-20 minutes around their apartment, an hour conversation. They were ready, and I'm just like, okay, I guess if you know, you know. I mean,
I think you ask the right questions or get the like answers to the question that are most important.
I think also asking, but I also agree with him. Like for me, comfort really matters because I'm a person who really talks a lot, okay? But I need a person who listens to me. And if that guy is interrupting me every 2 seconds about his own dramatics, I'm like, dude, that's not it for me. Like I feel like not just a guy or a girl, but I feel like both partners need to be great listeners, is what I believe in. Like if you want to talk, I will let you talk. You can't keep interrupting a person. So that's a very big turn off for me in any kind of any relationship, friendship, anything. I feel like cutting people off is a very horrible habit.
You need
So
to
that's-
listen and talk
Yeah.
while having that balance out
Yeah.
between, and which I
Exactly.
can see clearly in with a few guys. But yeah, and like also I want to know who moved cities, like who,
What's
like
how did you do it?
like after marriage, like who, where, how was it? Like who moved?
Of course,
cities?
I moved. I moved to Pune. Well, even after 1 year of marriage, I wouldn't say I'm in Pune because we've traveled so much.
Yeah.
In the past 1 year, I think more than
Yeah.
places, 7 different places in
Wow.
1 year. So, like, both of us are not settled at this point.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out.
We're just hanging out. I love that.
It's
I
like
like
they're
that.
still in their dating phase. Like not the thing is that they never dated, but they are in their dating phase.
Yeah.
That's cute.
But so I'm going to assume there are obviously going to be arguments and fights in a marriage. Or no?
You want to take this one?
I mean, it's very weird. You never fought till now.
I'm gonna go and jump off the
Wait, I should tell you girls, it's impossible to fight with him. Imagine fighting with someone who doesn't raise their voice, doesn't say anything back, or doesn't, like, even if I'm in the mood to fight, the best option is a wall.
That's so me. I don't.
That best option is a wall or call my dad.
Yeah, that's me. If I'm in the mood of fighting, I'll fight with anyone.
This was literally me. I understand what she
Yeah.
says because so today I told my mom I was gonna get ready, so I told her wake me up in 20 minutes. As a human, normal person, I should have put an alarm. I did. I snoozed it. But I wanted to fight because I was angry that I didn't wake up on time. I've gone. I'm like, why didn't you wake me up? It was your job to wake me up, and I'm fought with her for no reason. She's like, dude, relax.
And then I came and I'm like, you're always late. I'm always on time.
This wasn't about that.
But I'm just telling you, I'm also
Putting it out there, she's just like, bro, next time you're late, I'm gonna say it.
yeah, I'm gonna say it on the I told that actually before. I was threatening her.
She has the receipts.
I'm like, I'm gonna tell it on the camera. You're always late.
I'm not always okay. This is an argument for
Okay,
a later
yeah,
time.
but yeah, I
that's
wanna know.
crazy. No, my question is just not valid anymore. My
No, but see, now in that instant, let's say even if I tell him, oh, wake me up in like 20 minutes, he'll wake me up, he'll start at 15 minutes and he'll be like, wake up. And I'm late. I'm like, he's like, no, I've forgotten this, ready? Now you can go. And I want to be mad. But I'm like, okay, 3 things are done. Like, what am I supposed to say? Move on, Meghna.
See, you guys have never had like a serious
argument
or like a conversation.
Not
No.
that I can think of. I don't think so.
No. No, not that you can think of it. No.
Let's just say if you all do, which
We'll
I'm
call
not
you up.
hoping for. Yeah, please firstly call me up and tell me I fought today.
Yeah, please, I want.
How do you plan on dealing with it? Now that y'all have, I was going to ask how do you deal with it,
Yeah.
but how do you all plan on dealing with it?
Not like you have
Actually, we've
fought.
spoken about how we'll deal with it,
Oh.
and his answer is communication.
I love that. If you'll watch all the episodes of our podcast, that's all I talk about.
Yeah.
I'm like a communication guru. I only say communication is the key. Communication is the key. Please communicate.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, at least I feel like I'm very non-argumentative. I don't really like to argue. If some views say like an apple is yellow color, I'm like, okay, yeah, great. I mean, I don't want to
What's
get in.
happening? Who am I talking to?
Yeah, we have talked.
Crazy.
No,
I don't think the
because-
species exists
Exist.
anymore.
You're
Yeah.
one of a kind.
So I've told her like earlier also, like let's say we have an argument, like where it's always like how serious is the issue. When if it's like a very small issue, like let's say you didn't wake up 20 minutes, it's a very
Not that deep.
no, it's not that deep. I'm like, okay, like yeah, I'm sorry, I'll wake up next time, finish. Of course, if it's like some life-threatening type issue, of course there will be 1 or 2 words here or there, but otherwise,
These 1 or 2 words are like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Bro, how can you say something?
because otherwise I don't like to get into the argument. I'm like, okay, it's my mistake, it's fine. If it happens, that's what I'll think I'll deal with it.
Is it something that you have, like, you have it on your own, or is it something your parents have?
No, it's
put in you?
just I think I just lived 7-8 years. I've lived alone with bunch of different roommates, different like,
Patience, you
yeah, I've lived
learn.
with a lot of different people, different
So you've
countries.
never had fights with anyone.
No one like touch wood. All my rooms have been so good.
Bro.
So because
All she's been doing the whole podcast is touching
Their relationship. I'll put evil eyes on this episode, guys. I'm telling you, if they fight after this, it's all you guys. Don't put like that, please.
yeah, so I mean, what happens when you stay with so many different people? Let's say I have like 12 different roommates. Everyone comes from a different background. Everyone has their own. At least I believe problems and like
Yeah,
whatever.
definitely.
So I mean, at least I felt ke that way I've been thoda say understanding ke okay, ठीक है, it's fine, छोड़ दो यार. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
So, what are your non-negotiables in a marriage? Like few things that post-meeting in a marriage, like once you get married, like we have to follow these few rules so that our marriage can work. Because obviously, you guys didn't know each other that much before you guys got married. So yeah.
For me, I've told her as well. Like it's mostly like I mean, trust. I just don't like being lied to in general. I mean, it's fine, whatever. I just don't want to be in that situation where I don't want to distrust you ever. So like yeah, that's one thing. Whatever happens, you like let me know. It's fine. All right. That's one of the non-negotiables I feel. And other than that, actually, nothing.
He has one non-negotiable.
Please, I
One. That also, so he doesn't feel distrust about her. It's not about her lying.
Is this not okay?
No, other than
That's
that, just
crazy.
not non-negotiable. But I don't.
Drama free.
Yeah, drama free, and I mean not in drama free, but how do I put?
I
I
thought
don't.
he was gonna
I-
say like, oh, we will like solve the fight before we sleep, but there's no fight, guys. Like, what are you gonna like?
I'm very sleepy by then, so also I don't think the answer is like no, but
It's
if you
fine.
no, but other than that, of course, like a very small non-negotiable when I met her was I don't really like to like party per se like every 2 days, whatever. I'm like, okay, once a week it's fine if we go somewhere, but some people like to go every other day to party or whatever. I'm like, I don't really have energy for all that. I mean,
Yeah,
like
if
to-
you want, you can go.
Yeah,
Look,
Yeah.
drag me along.
yeah, because like thoda work and all will go. It's fine. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just very old.
No, I'm same.
That's not
I don't know.
your
We're all.
It sounds
Yeah.
boring, but yeah.
or
No,
that's
I
it.
think
Yeah.
both of us also feel like partying.
Yeah.
I have
So,
stopped. That's
Because I don't, when I met her that time, I don't want to get into it like when one person is like, overly social, that, every
Yeah.
alternate day I need to be out there. And I'm like, I don't want to drag myself along every other day. ठीक है,
Yeah, I
once-
think
That's a
I
very
do
good
relate.
point to
Both
put
of us
forward.
have actually like, for me, I was very extrovert in between that I stopped because I was like, that's just too much of my energy going into something that's nothing. So for me, right now, what I'm focusing on is to focus on the things that I have future with.
Yeah,
It-
same.
Be my work, be like the relationships I have with my friends. So yeah, I do relate to you on that point.
Yeah.
And of course, I understand, let's say, Diwali wedding season coming up, of course. That's fine.
You are.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, I can't do year round, like every deadly stuff. Like too much socializing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty valid. I think in general, there are very few people left who really want to party on a daily basis. Everyone in the
No,
world just
people-
wants to just relax. Like, don't
Yeah.
disturb people.
That's
I'm assuming at least because I'm in
Even
that.
I'm hoping like people have that. Like,
Yeah.
who has energy and
I was just, how do you have the energy to socialize every single day? I cannot.
and be in that dum 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 dum. I can't.
And plus with the inflation, who has the money?
Yeah,
at the end of the day?
Exactly.
Actually,
That is a whole other
I would
crisis.
socialize if that was not a problem.
really-
No,
That-
but I agree. I think all of these factors play very closely to each other. I think when we talk about arranged marriages, a lot of questions just usually come up to the women, right? You all do this, and I get it. I'm a woman, but I wanted to ask your views on. Yeah, he's in shock. Did you ever feel like the pressure of being the? I don't want to say it because we're not in that. We're getting out of the zone, and as we speak, but like the pressure of making her feel like she's home, making her feel like you're the you feel like you're the provider, or the what are the stresses that a man, like I want to understand what goes through a man's mind, not just in a marriage in general.
I would say mostly, as you mentioned, making her feel comfortable at home. Of course, she's leaving her home, coming to Pune, like in our case. So of course, the first thing was to make her feel comfortable. Like she shouldn't feel like out of place. It happens, of course. Everyone, like next day you wake up, you'll be like, oh, where am I?
Where-
Kind of
yeah.
situation. But that was my priority, like to make her feel comfortable. Like maybe whatever she needs, like I can provide that at that point to her. But on the other point, I like as you mentioned, like provider of the family. Of course, she runs her own business.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was not like in our case, it's not like I wasn't concerned that way. Okay, I need to earn this much. I need to provide. She earns more than me. Like,
I love that you're so
fine.
vocal about it.
so yeah, it's yeah.
I think
so-
it comes with a lot of security also.
Yeah, so it's I mean, that sense, of course, that was one less pressure on me because I know friends, I know like in some cases where like maybe the guy is the only earner in the family, and of course the pressure increases as you mentioned because finances, you have to figure stuff out. So that way I feel lucky. Of course,
Both of you are balanced.
both of us are earning, so in that sense it was okay, but mostly just to make her feel comfortable at home.
Did you have the fear of I mean, I'm talking like before Meghna, let's just say you're not
Yeah.
you're just still finding someone.
Yeah.
Did you have the fear of probably sharing your space, or how you'd be comfortable around around a new person in your house, in your place? Like those are fears I think I might have if I were to look for someone or get married at some point, How do you deal with it?
So of course when I was living alone as a bachelor, it's much different. My clothes on the chair anywhere, random places. I mean, I move it when I want type of situation.
Yeah,
It was like that, but of course I had to be much more responsible. I mentioned it to her as well that was one of the biggest changes because I need to act mature, I feel. I mean, I need to be
Mature.
yeah, I have to be mature. matlab, I can't live like a bachelor,
Of course.
like which is of course a good change.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I'm not like just coming in, throwing my t-shirt somewhere and like I'm like, okay, we'll figure it out 2-3 days later, I'll put it in washing. But sharing the space, I think she'll realize. When first I was just sitting on the edge of my bed like that randomly one day. When she's sleeping, I was just sitting there like that, where it's just like almost on the edge. And I was like, because it's different like when I'm just like randomly lying down. Like initially, I don't know how to explain. First 2-3 days when she's sleeping, I'm just like sitting little bit like that, like it's looking or something. I don't know how to explain. I can't just like.
Be comfortable.
No, I was comfortable, but
Like in terms of just show a real part of it.
yeah, I was comfortable. I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable. Yeah.
I think all his fears is how to make the other person feel better. He has
Yeah.
self fears. But that's, I think it's different to like each
Yeah.
their own, which is nice. I feel like, I mean, I just needed to know what goes in a boy's
Yeah.
mind when they're thinking about marriage.
To make
In
it was to
general.
make her feel comfortable, not me being uncomfortable. I'm fine. So I was like, okay, I'll just sit like that. I won't like lay around. I usually just put my
Be a little more poised.
yeah, I won't like throw my t-shirt and just lay around randomly.
1 year later.
Nobody needs to know that. Let's just see this side of
Yeah.
the story.
But I think coming to Meghna now, what was your like? Did you have that fear? Like you just met him for those 7 hours and you were like, oh my god, I want to marry him. But did you have that fear of what if he changes? Like what people do change even if not in like a relationship, in friendships. So did you have that fear? What if he's not the person he's portraying in those 7 hours to just marry me, like for the sake of it, and then meet? I'm not saying that you're like that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just like that fear, that
Gentle question.
yeah.
Of course,
You have
it's fine.
No, weirdly, Ricky is very out. Like, it's either he shares nothing with you or he shares everything with you. There's no in between to him, right? And weirdly, I've changed him so much after like marriage. At least everybody who knows him is like, it's the first time I've heard Ricky talk.
So that's a good change.
Yeah.
I think I
It's
also
good change.
believe.
And so it's not a change for me, but it's a change for the entire world who knows him.
Yeah.
They're like, who the hell? Like, I had one of his friends, he's like, bro, we really thought he was working with RAW or FBI. Bro was so secretive. Which mission was he on? And I'm just like, because I don't even know the part of Ricky. Like, everybody's like, oh, he's so introverted. I don't know that part of Ricky because the first time I spoke to him, he spoke so much. I never thought of him being introverted. And it's like, yeah, I don't think I ever had that fear in this case. But of course, you'll know when a person has a couple of things hidden. Like, it's very inside and gut. Like, I've had this with friends, let's say random family relationships, but when something's being acted out in front of you, right? Because as much as his mom told me that, oh, he doesn't talk at all, it seemed like that. Like, it seemed like, oh, he talks less, but at that point, the amount he spoke was a lot for him.
yeah.
Right? So, I think it's, so for me, no, not really. Yeah.
And was there something, a fear of also that you have to leave your old lifestyle and entering into a new city, the fear of adjustment, because it's usually the girls who have to leave their own house, and the adjustment issue, the fear of like making more new friends in the city because you have to leave your family, your friends, your favorite restaurants, everything to moving to a new city. Was there also a fear about that?
Yeah, lots. I mean, of course, lots. I've grown up in Bangalore, did everything in Bangalore, have friends, security over here. So it felt very new. And honestly, for the first 1 month, I don't remember a day I've not gone to bed crying. And it was not because I was like unhappy or anything. It was just so new. Anything that happened to me, I'm like, oh my god, I can't do it. And I just like so. But of course, he made it extremely easy for me. The easiest I think it could get, which is a month. And we then like, yeah, of course, the adjustment is like they don't get you prepared for what's coming. But yeah, it's crazy. But now it's weird. It's only been a year, but every time I come to Bangalore, I'm just like, I really need to just go back to Pune and lay on my bed.
He's made a home for you.
That house is now a home.
And I keep telling him, I'm like, I just want to go and lay on our bed. Like, I just want to have, like, I don't feel peace in having a shower here sometimes. I'm like, there's too much happening. Like,
Now, Pune is, I think, not even the city. It's like that room
Yeah.
is your home. It's not about the city anymore. It's like about both of you together in your house, and not like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
like what city is what's happening. And
So restaurants are better.
Yeah, the restaurants are so
That's
much
just
better.
Yeah.
It's like
Like,
in
a
Pune?
100% more better.
Yeah.
than
My
Bangalore.
sister studied in Bangalore.
Than Bangalore.
Oh, my sister studies in Pune. And she
Bangalore has quantity, Pune has quality, I feel like.
Yeah,
It's-
Pune.
can we
is
not make this a
beautiful.
conversation about this? This will become a debate, which I don't want to be a part of. Right?
But in
I'm
case of
pro
lifestyle,
forever.
I mean, I've worked for like 5 years, and then I got married, and yeah, my mother-in-law is a sweetheart, so I work throughout the day, and the only time I do anything or help her out in any way is in the evenings, and it's very actually chill for me. I come here and work more,
Oh yeah.
which sucks.
Yeah, that makes
So I'm just like, bro, I come here and work double. So every time going back, my mother-in-law, like, "Tu patli ho gayi. Like, you become thin. They didn't feed you or what over there."
That is so.
So yeah, the lifestyle change worked out very well for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
What was a deal breaker for you that you thought was a deal breaker, but actually wasn't in a marriage?
Actually, weirdly, at least for me,
Bro started answering.
I don't. I mean, before I met her, of course, I was traveling for work. I was in another country, but I never really traveled vacation that much. So I was like, it's not a deal breaker, but I was like, I mean, I probably wouldn't be like that, like, oh, just keep traveling. You know? But yeah, after Meta, as she mentioned, like, we've traveled like probably to 7 countries last year, and I love traveling now. Like, it's just in 1 year I've changed. Yeah.
In one
Other-
year?
yeah. Before that, I was like, I remember I had to go from San Francisco to New York for someone's wedding. I'm like,
Headache.
it's like a cool goal.
No.
Now.
2 months we were in Pune and bro looked at me. He's like, I think it's vacation time. We worked hard enough. I'm like, what? I literally said,
Yeah. So I mean that as a not like a deal breaker, but that was like a good fresh change for me. I thought I wouldn't be up for it, but yeah, I like it now.
Surprisingly, you were.
So, what was the most surprising thing about being in love in an arranged marriage? Like, when did you all feel you guys are in love?
Yeah, I love that question.
Okay. I'm gonna just try the answer. You see, whenever she felt I was in love.
no.
When?
For me at least, when I felt when I was just looking forward to her calling me or messaging me, I was just like, oh, earlier I never used to like care about my phone. I mean, no one messages me anyway, so it's just there. It's just there. If some work, literally. So
Before marriage or after?
before, even now, like, I mean, I'm just looking forward to her messages. Otherwise,
Yeah.
other than work messages, of course. But yeah, every time the phone, she knows, like, probably till like 2-3 months ago, my phone was always on silent. I never keep my phone on general ever, because I just know no one important is ever messaging or calling me in that sense. My work in that sense was not related. But
Everyone is gonna hate you.
All the
no,
boys.
sorry guys.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. No, I pick your calls up. So no, but yeah, I was just looking forward. Like every time my phone used to buzz, I was like, wait, is me? Has she messaged me or something? And I used to send her photos of my dinner, lunch, and I never even took pictures of anything ever in my life.
Matt,
Yeah, and I was like, shit, I think I'm in love. I'm like, well, just need to share every small thing with her, my day-to-day life. And I was just thinking. Yeah, I think she was on my mind 24/7. Even now, she's on my mind 24/7.
where are we, dude? Like, it's just depressing at this point.
No, Nazar. And when was for you?
So I actually had 2-3 times. Like, so right after we met a couple of times, I was flying to Delhi for Comic-Con. And the entire Comic-Con, so I'm a person of such, if I am at a work event, you will not see me doing or even looking at anything else or anything. And the entire Comic-Con, I sat on my phone. Like, and everybody, my whole team is like, something's wrong. Like, nobody knew at that time. And everybody's like, kuch to ho gaya hai? Did somebody die or what? Like, that's all they were asking me. And I'm just like, okay. So, yeah, I realized, of course, that time. But also, so, you know how, of course, when you get married with that, it's very emotional. Me and my dad cried a lot. And we got married in Bangalore, the Taj at airport. And we were going to T2. We just stopped at T2 and this bros were crying
Cancel.
because I cried. And that's when I fell in love more. Every time, like, I cry, it's like he'll cry with me. So we're both crying together at this point. And that's very nice. Like, not every time. I won't cook you out that much.
I'm actually crying. Like, I'm not even joking.
Huh?
Yeah, love.
She's crying.
Because how loving are they? Like, oh my god.
Oh my god. It's gonna be fine, guys.
I'm fine.
If y'all are crying, just grab some tissues.
Yeah, because
I've said it.
I love this story.
Sure.
I never heard something like this ever, and I'm just gonna touch wood, bro, like both of you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a very
yeah.
sweet story.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, he gives me reasons to fall in love with him every day, I think. Like every
I
day I
love
wake
that.
up and he's just like
I think it just makes it easier for
Yeah.
us, and I think probably people who just don't believe in arranged marriage too.
it's actually
Give it a chance.
so
yeah.
much fun, you guys.
I think it's also fun because you don't know each other, so there's so
It's
much
like
to
an
get to
adventure,
know
no?
about.
Yeah, adventure, get to know it, so many things. Plus, you are ready to make that little compromise. In love, you're not ready to compromise with anything. At least, like with what I've seen with a couple of friends, they just don't want to compromise. They want that, right? And with arrange, you're like, it's okay. The boy is nice, the family is nice. मैं थोड़ा सा कर सकती हूँ, मैं थोड़ा सा कर सकती हूँ. And that compromise never feels like, oh, you're giving up something. It just feels like, oh, you're getting two things back.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like it's
Quote of the day.
yeah,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
say 2-3 things whatever they have said in this episode, but yeah.
Yeah. So now let's just come to the fun part. If Ishta's done crying,
Okay.
so we're doing a very fun rapid fire say it together bit. So I'm going to ask questions like say, what's Meghna's favorite food? 3, 2, 1. Both of you all say it together.
Yeah.
And
Oh, we have to
let's
say it
hope-
right now.
No, I'm gonna. And let's just hope this is not the first time y'all fight.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's okay,
I'm
we can-
really praying for this
Yeah.
rapid fire. Yeah.
And you want to take it up?
No, yeah, I think you should.
Okay then. Okay. What was Meghna wearing the first time y'all met? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Green top.
Pista top and white pants.
Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
What's Ricky's most favorite thing to eat? 3, 2, 1.
Pav
Pav
Bhaji.
Bhaji. Next one will be misal.
So, yeah. That's one thing I love about. Okay, wait,
Wow, one thing.
It's a rapid fire.
Sorry. What's Meghna's favorite travel destination? 3, 2, 1.
Thailand.
Thailand, yeah.
No, I swear I didn't believe this. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Who said I love you first? 3, 2, 1.
Me.
Ricky.
I'll just say it's gonna be Ricky.
What is Meghna's most annoying habit that both of y'all think? 3,
My God.
2, 1.
Changes clothes a million times before gets ready.
He said I can't think. Finally.
I said I
A
can't.
man trait.
I have so many.
I said I can't think
Oh.
because it was too quick. It was too rapid.
Too many I have.
No. Actually, that's the clothes. See, I agree with that. Actually,
And that's the-
and now that she pointed out, I know she changes too many times.
I don't know how you do it. That's hard. Okay, anyways. A pet name or a nickname for Ricky that you call and is very evident. Or more of, let's do like a name that only both of y'all know of. He calls something. Does that make sense? That
I call her, she calls me.
she calls you.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
White peda. That's what's going on right now. When we started, it was Malai and I was tomato.
What is
And
happening?
then it went to white
We're all
peda.
just hungry at all times.
Yeah.
There's always a segment in our episode where we talk about food for 10 minutes straight.
I can talk about food for 10 hours.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, anyways, okay.
Oh,
What's there?
Sorry.
Okay, this y'all will like. What's Ricky's go-to coffee order?
3, 2. Oh my god, I'm only doing the countdown.
3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Americano.
Okay. Who is the better cook? 3, 2, 1.
Me.
Ricky.
Oh,
Finally, y'all agree, not disagree on something on this planet. But I think y'all did very well. And that brings us to the end of the thing. And y'all know each other very, very well. That's
yeah,
pretty
it's not.
insane. I love it. Okay, I think you all feel like you need to give yourselves a star or something. Anyways,
I think coming to the closing, I do have one question.
a couple questions.
Yeah. What is that one question that everyone should ask before getting in an arranged marriage? Like it's for the audience.
for
That-
me, actually, the only question now that I asked her, the first question was weirdly, I mean, I don't know how orthodox everyone is, it's not there. I don't know. So the only question I asked her was, are your parents forcing you into this? Is some like family?
That's such a good question.
Yeah.
That's the only question.
Are you ready basically for marriage? That was the first question to her. And my mind was like, okay, if she's ready, then okay, it's all right.
The
Like, so-
consent.
Yeah.
Like if she's
yeah.
not
If she's-
being in a forceful situation.
yeah, if she says no, we're like, एक दो pizza खा के we'll go. Looks like we spend time. Then we'll be like, नहीं हुआ.
What is he? Okay, makes sense. At least let's not.
मतलब very quick. It would seem very weird.
Yeah.
Sus, okay, what happened? Like, probably.
Bro had already planned it out.
Yeah, like
Just he got
just
married.
in case. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm very informal like that. I'm like,
Yeah. I think let's say if a girl has to ask a question, I think two questions. One, how close are you to your mom? Two, because that says a lot about boy in general. The boys are, let's say, and it also talks about a lot on how the mom has put in upbringing. Of course, Ricky stayed alone for a while, so he has different this thing, but still, like, when you see them as like mom and son, you figure that, oh shit, like this is where he learned it. And I think second would be if something ever so bad happened in our life that we don't have anything, then what do we do then? And just wait for the answer. I mean, it really depends if you like the answer or not.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think those two. Which I didn't ask for the first time, but of course, we were in that whole phase before we said yes for like 20 days.
Oh,
Between
that was a lot of time.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. They
I
were
was
not
trying to be
going there.
sarcastic, guys. 20 days is quite less.
Oh, okay. So we were fighting to get
I
married
really
quicker.
tried. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's okay.
I have one more question. What's the hardest thing that you learned about love?
I think the distance maybe, because of course we met in December, but we got married in July. So in
Which is
between-
not a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was in Pune, she was in Bangalore. Of course, I was in Munich then for a couple of months. Like the time difference, she was in Bangalore.
How I want to tweak my question a
yeah,
little
of
bit.
course.
Let's just say you're in the same, like in terms of like hardest thing about love in terms of not like more personal, more in general sense. Like, for example, I don't know. I don't have examples. I wouldn't ask if I had examples.
I think the hardest thing about love is
If there is
weirdly understanding. Like, no matter who you are as a person, to understand another person and to accept them for all their understandings is a very hard thing about love. But the second you like, let's say 50% of their understandings and you adapt to it, then the rest 50 just seem like, oh,
easy.
like, yeah. So, yeah, somebody once told me that, like, when I was getting into the whole arranged marriage thing, no matter how much you denied, looks speak a lot in arranged marriage. Because that's the first thing you see, right? That's the first thing you conceive. That's the first thing, anything of your body is like this thing. So, like, no matter how you say, oh, okay, it's fine. If he doesn't look nice, I'll still be with him. No controversies. It's just, in an arranged marriage, you always,
That's
like,
the first thing you do.
yeah, just instantly, like, only if you're attracted a little bit, you'll go ahead and talk more. Same thing in a love marriage, weirdly, right?
Yeah.
And second, of course, will be understanding. Like, that's what they told me, that, like, second is understanding. If you think 50% you understand the person as a person and have no complaints, leave it. Like, that's the most you're going to get out of any love.
Wow. I
Like,
love that.
yeah. So, I think those two.
Are you understanding?
He's also like, what?
I agree.
Understanding.
Yeah. I mean, like, are you getting my question now?
I got a question, but I think she covered most of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think that's a beautiful note to end the episode.
And it was lovely having.
Yeah. And hope you all had fun. It was
Yeah.
such a great conversation and really opened our eyes.
Yeah.
And
About
we really
the
dropped the
hope and
filter.
fun.
Yeah, I already did.
Yeah.
At every, like, I'm in
Everything,
shock.
shock.
It'll take me 6 business days to get out of it, but I'll be
Yeah, for sure.
doing well. But yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you,
Thank you
Farah.
so much for having us. And yeah, y'all are doing amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We love to hear it. We love compliments.
We love
So anyway,
Yeah,
see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow. Don't see me.
Friday.
See you all every Friday. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
What are your non-negotiable?
The question was what you all bring to the table.
Can I drink
Yeah, like
water?
mine.
No.
Yeah.
Obviously, what?
नहीं, I thought वो video में ही-
He said okay.